Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my workshop. Just thought I'd let you guys get a glimpse at my next project that I got going on here. This is a little bit different from the Telecaster kit that I built, as these are parts that I just kind of had laying around my garage that probably had around here for the last 10 years or so. I've got these parts here. I've got some other guitar parts up there, and just kind of bits and pieces, kind of a little bit of a guitar boneyard. But this is a body that I bought off of eBay several years ago, probably about 20 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But I was going to do something with it, never did, and just been kind of sitting here. Just a cheap Ibanez, kind of an entry-level model here. I'm not sure what, looks like an RG model or something like that, but your Super-Strat, whatever you want to call it. Typical, you would have a humbucker, single humbucker configuration and everything here, and a trim setup. That's what this is all set up for. And of course, you got all the contours. And I've already stripped down the paint, and actually came out pretty nice. It has a really thick coat of sealer on it that I left on, and actually probably be kind of a challenge taking it off. You probably have to just about grind that off. So I didn't do that because I believe that as is, it will take paint really well here. So, not too much that I've done with it. I don't know what that is. But anyway, the neck that goes with it is not an Ibanez, but it is a Cort. And this came from a completely different guitar that I had. It was a guitar that somebody went all Pete Townsend on, and the body ended up in several pieces here. But, it's a neck off of a pretty much a cheap entry-level electric guitar that Cort puts out. I don't know if G200, I don't know if that would be the model name or whatever. But the neck and the body, they don't belong together, but they will actually fit pretty well. It's the neck pocket is made for your typical Stratocaster type of a neck. It has the same profile, and this is your pretty much your standard what you would find on a Stratocaster guitar. And of course you can see kind of the damage from the mayhem that was caused on this guitar. I drilled out all the holes and doweled everything up and got everything fixed up. So everything should be quite stable once we get everything put together here and ready to go on the guitar. And of course, you can see here, it kind of has a little bit of a asymmetrical type of a profile, and that's what their the body was. It's not standard like a normal Stratocaster. So that's where I did a little bit of modifications on this guitar itself, and kind of put a contour in there, and also kind of contoured out the pocket itself in regards to how it's going to feel. I'm not sure if maybe I'm going to be regretting that, because this body actually looks like it'll make a really nice guitar, and the hardware that I am putting together for it will make it pretty nice too. And the neck seems kind of cheap in comparison, but let me show you what it looks like together. Let's flip it over. Yeah, as you can see, I've got this is where I did the contour, and used to be, you know, your 4-bolt design for the to fasten up the neck. I'm going to use these 2 bolts in the back. That'll be okay. I may dowel this up and relocate this a little bit further inside. I'm not sure yet. Of course, I'm not going to be using a actual plate. And now I'm glad that I doweled this one up before I made the contour, because, you know, take a look at that. It's not going to be very easy to try to hide that or try to patch that up after the fact. But, you know, it feels pretty smooth, and it should look okay, especially after I put a few coats of paint on it and so forth. So, you know, hopefully everything will look well. I'm not going to be using the typical plate that you would have on a Stratocaster, but basically using these bolts and washers. Bought these off of Amazon. And you'll see it, you know, basically going in there like so. You know, here. And trying to grab my left hand, but you would have one going on here. And what I'm going to have to do is countersink these holes with a Forstner bit that I have, and I think I'm now have a excuse to go out and get a drill press, because that's kind of what you need for this type of thing. You really want to get these holes drilled straight and to make it accurate. But as you can see as well, with the contour that I have ground in, you can see that there is a veneer top. It's actually on the front and the back, and that's usually done on you know, less expensive bodies where you're using a where you're going to paint and not stain the bodies. So this body is definitely made for paint. And so, you know, of course, this is the regular wood. That's the veneer top or veneer back. And you would see the same thing on the front itself. But, of course, you got the cavity as well. Now I'll show you some of the hardware that I got. I've got this, let's see, flip it around here because I'm right-handed and easier to look at. But I've got this trim. It's a 2-point trim that I got from, bought off of Amazon. It's made by Iba-Cort. And I may have to do some modifications, make that trim cavity just a little bit bigger. But this is a really, really nice trim. I'm almost tempted to take this part and stick it on one of the Strats that I have. But it just looks like a really, really high quality piece. I think I paid like maybe about $30 for this. So, I mean, a super deal. You get that from Amazon. And then I have 2 humbucker pickups. This one is the neck position. So that would go in about like so. And then the bridge position. And of course, let's see, we could put that all together and show you what I have here so far. And of course, I got all the hardware here, everything I need to drill out the posts for the 2-point. Had some sort of a trim that's similar to an old you know, Stratocaster, classic Stratocaster, but I doweled and filled and doweled these holes. So I'm going to drill some new ones for this trim. And of course, you know, you put the neck on. And that's basically what it's going to look like. I'll do some sort of a paint job. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to go with some of the lessons I learned from the Telecaster, and maybe try to do that sunburst properly this time. But as you can see, I think it's going to come out looking pretty well. It's a Cort neck and an Ibanez body, so maybe I'll call this a Iba-Cort or Cort-banez. Y'all tell me what you think. Anyway, that's it for today. Y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you later.